Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Music Class Online. Today we're going to be looking more at syncopation, which we looked at the last 2 weeks. We're going to do that by looking at our song, Lil Liza Jane. Let's look at our agenda. So as you can see, like last week, we're going to be playing a poison pattern to get ourselves warmed up. Then we'll look at Lil Liza Jane, examine the relationship between the steady beat and the syncopation by putting that in our bodies. And then I have a quick listening quiz for you to see if you can identify by ear the syncopation we've been talking about. So, we have 2 goals. I can demonstrate syncopation and steady beat at the same time, and I can identify syncopated patterns, that means patterns with syncopation, by ear, meaning just by listening. So, let's start with a little warm-up. Remind ourselves what syncopation is by playing our game Poison Pattern. So, as you remember, our game Poison Pattern is sort of like salami in that there's something I don't want you to repeat. And our rhythm is going to be the same rhythm we did last week. We're still practicing this rhythm. It's on the board right here. And our pattern, remember we say this pattern, ti-ta, ti-ta. Remember that these 2 T's or a TT that's been split apart, and ta's got in between them. So each one is half of a TT. So that's why it's a T, because half of a TT is a T and a T. So in between there's a ta. So it's T-ta, T, T-ta, T. So our whole pattern, T-ta, T-ta. Try that. 1, 2, ready, speak. Sound good? Let's try one more time. Repeat after me. Ti-ta, ti-ta. Let's clap it. Ti-ta, ti-ta. Awesome. Level 1. I'm going to use the rhythm syllables so you can still listen. And make sure you don't say ti-ta, ti-ta. Ready? Here I go. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, ta, ti-ti-ta. Ta, ta. Ticka, 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 tee-tee-ta. Tee-ta, tee-ta. Oh, that was our poison pattern. Did I trick you? Let's try again. Ready? This time we're going to clap and say the rhythm syllables to get ourselves ready to clap next time. Ready? My turn first. Tee-tee-tee-tee-ta-ta. Ta, ta, ticka, ticka, ta. Ta, tee, tee, ta. Ta, 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 ta. Tee, ta, tee, ta. Oh, that was our poison pattern. Did I trick you? So, let's make it harder. This time, I'm not going to say the words. I'm not going to say the rhythm syllables. I'm only going to clap. Listen again for that pattern. Ready? My turn first. Oh, that was our poison pattern. Did I trick you? Let's do one more. Oh, that was our poison pattern. How'd you do? Did I trick you? Nice job. So, we're going to practice this pattern in our song, Lil Liza Jane. Last week, we talked about our song has syncopation in the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th lines whenever we sing Lil Liza Jane. Let's practice first by singing, and then we'll put the beat in our feet and the rhythm in our hands. I'll sing first by myself to remind you, and then we'll do a little bit of echo, and then we'll try the whole thing together. My turn first. I've got a house in Baltimore, Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Let's try again. Ready? This time, I'm going to sing the first two lines, and you sing them back to me. So I'll sing, I've got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. You sing that back. My turn first. I've got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Let's keep going. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Awesome. You might be remembering that we have these Lil Liza Janes in each of the four lines. The first time it goes high, Lil Liza Jane, and the second time it's lower, Lil Liza Jane. So don't forget the difference between those two Lil Liza Janes. Let's try singing the whole thing together, and then we'll stand up and put it in our feet. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I've got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Awesome. Won't you please stand up, up, up? This time, we're just going to put the beat of the song on our feet. So we're just going to step to the beat. Remember, the beat is steady. And we'll sing. 1, 2, ready, go. I'm at a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Were you able to keep the beat in your feet the whole song? Nice. That should be pretty easy. Let's practice the rhythm again. We looked at the rhythm last week. Remember, we put the rhythm in our hands, and we clap all of the sounds. So it'd be like, I got a house in Baltimore. Let's try it. Ready? You can keep your feet still for right now and just focus on your hands. 1, 2, ready, go. I got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. I bet you could use one more time at that before we do anything else. Again, put the rhythm in your hands. And remember to sing and clap the rhythm. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Now is the tricky part. Can you put the beat in your feet and the rhythm in your hands? It means you're doing two different things, plus you're singing. It's really hard. I think you can do it. So remember, the beat is steady. It doesn't change. And the rhythm matches the way the words sound. Let's go a little slower. Beat, beat. Get your steady beat started. Beat, beat. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. How'd it go? Think you can do a little bit faster? Let's try. Ready? A little faster. Beat, 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 beat. 1, 2, ready, go. I've got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. So you do this thing harder? This time, just think the words and put them on your lips, but don't sing them. Ready? Put the words in your lips and your brain, but don't sing them. Start with the beat. So you're just clapping and lip syncing the words. 1, 2, here we go. Awesome. I have a question for you, and it's when we were doing that just now, are there any times when we stopped the beat but didn't also clap? Most of the time, our rhythms are happening the same time as our beats. Beat, beat, beat. So that we always are clapping a rhythm when we do the beat. Were there times when we were doing the beat and we weren't clapping? Were there times we were having the beat and the rhythm didn't exactly line up? We didn't have something together. Maybe it was... Let's try Liza Jane again, a little slower, singing, beating our feet, rhythm in our hands, and see if you notice any times when it might not line up, where we would stop the beat, we didn't clap at the same time. It was a little offset, like a... Let's go slow. Ready? 1, 2, beat and feet, rhythm, hands, go. I got a house in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar runs right by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Lil Liza Jane. Could you tell, were there any times where the beat and the rhythm didn't exactly line up? Won't you please sit down now? If you thought that there were some times when it didn't line up, when we were doing Lil Liza Jane, our syncopated part, then I would say you were correct. Let's look at what that rhythm looks like. So, on the board, we have our 4 beats for each line. And in this case, we had the rhythm ti-ta, ti-ta, which is what we told, which is what we figured out last week, went with Lil Liza Jane. Now, in other words here, Lil Liza Jane. What do you notice about the rhythms that are happening here? Is anything a little strange? We know our ta takes 2 beats. That's familiar. But what's happening with this ti-ta-ti? What do you see? One thing that I noticed that's a little bit different is that we have a heartbeat where the T is by itself. There's only one T here. How does that make sense? Because we know that a heartbeat has to take up a whole beat. And if this is half of a TT, it's half of a beat, because a TT is 1 beat. So this must be half of a beat. So what's happening here? Let's see if we can figure this out. So if we look at this first heartbeat, we have our half of our TT, and we know that that's just 1/2 of a beat. So we know that there must be a half of a beat left over. But we have a ta here. How many beats is a ta? Ta is 1 beat. So can a T and a ta fit in the same beat? No. You remember from maybe the rhythm math assignment I gave you that if we have a T, so an 8th note, and a ta, a quarter note, together, that's 1.5 beats. So it can't all fit in this heartbeat. It has to go sort of push itself way into the next beat. So we've got half here and one whole. Part of that whole is here, and part of it must go in the next beat. Oh! Do you see what's happening now? Our ta is split between this beat and this beat. Sort of like our half note, our ta, is split between this beat and this beat, even though it's only drawn in the first one. So this ta, ti ta ti, bleeds into it, goes into the second heartbeat. Follow along. Ti ta ti. See what's happening? Ti ta ti. Ti ta ti. Stay with me. Ready, go. Ti ta ti. So syncopation is any time where we have these rhythms that sort of bleed into another beat because it's offset. It's half of it's in this beat and half of it's in this beat, but it's not starting here. It's not like our ta that takes up the whole 2 beats. It's like it was just pushed halfway out. So this is what syncopation looks like, and one way we can define it is that it's any time we have a rhythm that's sort of pushed out of a beat, so it's in between the 2 beats. It's offset somehow. We're going to practice listening for these syncopated patterns in a little quiz that I made for you guys. And the quiz has 4 questions, and your job is going to be to listen for which example for each question has syncopation. We're going to do the first one together, and then I'll play through the last 3, questions 2, 3, and 4. And it's going to be your job to listen to hear which one has syncopation. Your exit ticket for this week is to be able to complete this quiz. So let's start with the first one. Listening, does each one have syncopation? We're going to clap each one after we do it. So listen to the first. Let's try that one. Ready, go. Does that have syncopation? Let's try again. Nope, that's not syncopation. That's just ta, 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 ta. Let's look at the next one. Let's try clapping that one. Ready, go. Is that syncopation? Let's try again. That would be that just says ti ti sh, ti ti sh. Let's look at the next one. Ooh, that one's more complicated. Let's try it again. Let's actually listen first. Ready? Ready, go. Try it again. Ready, go. Is that a syncopation? No, it's just ticka ticka tee 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 ta. Let's look at the last one. Ooh, interesting. Let's try practicing it. What do you think? Does that one have syncopation? I think so too. Ti-ta, ti-ta. So it has that ti-ta, ti feeling in it. Whenever we find that pattern, that's when there's syncopation. Awesome. Let's look at our next patterns. So, question 2. Here's the first one. This time I'm not going to help you. Oh, come on. Let's try clapping it. Try again. Ready, go. So what do you think? Let's listen to the next one. Try again. Ready, go. Let's try the next one. Try again. Ready, go. Last one. Ooh, tough. Ready, go. Let's listen one more time to that one. Ready, go. So which of those four had syncopation? If you need help, you can go back in the video and listen to we went over them. Once you know, we're going to go on to question 3. Here's question 3, letter A. If you need more time with question 2, pause video, go back, listen again. Ooh, let's listen one more time. That was difficult. Repeat after it. Does that have syncopation? Does that have syncopation? If you think you know your answer, we're going to go on to question 4. If you need help, go back in the video and listen to each one. Question 4. Try question, letter B. C. Ooh, that was tough. Let's do that one again. Lastly. Ooh, tough. Let's do that one again. Come on. Okay. So, let's see if you know. If you need help and you're listening again to these again, you can go back in the video where I play through each of them. Remember, we did question 1 together. So which one did we talk about? Question 1 was the correct answer. And then for question 2, 3, and 4, which one has syncopation? So, your exit ticket for today is to figure out, again, finish that quiz, and then post a video on Flipgrid. For the exit ticket, again, you're trying to figure out which example has syncopation. For Flipgrid, you're going to be posting a video where I want to see if you can clap the rhythm and stomp the beat while singing Lil Liza Jane. Let's look at this exit ticket so you can see what you're going to see. So if I go to the exit, here it is, and we look here, you should be able to see our 4th grade syncopation listening quiz. And you can see I say, for each question, tell me which listening example contains syncopation. Answer by typing a letter in the box or by circling a letter. Make your choice by listening to the point in the lesson video where I play each listening example. You should also be able to click the letters to play the listening examples. If you're on a computer like this, then you should be able to click sort of here, and then it will take you and look and listen to each one. So I can listen again to 1A. Might take a little bit to load. Come on, my friend. Don't know why that's taking a long time to load. Let's go back to the document. If you're on a tablet or a phone, then you also, I hopefully can listen, can click on these and it'll direct you to the file as well, so you can listen. Or you can just go back in the video where I play each of them. Then you should be able to type your answer in the document, or if you're on a tablet, you can always circle the answer and then save the document when you're done. Let's see. Here you finally loaded. We can listen. So you should be able to listen to each of the ones again here, as well as listening on the video. If you can't get to listen to the examples here, you can always go back and listen in the video. So let's go back to our document. So again, complete the X ticket, a little quiz, which example syncopation, and then post a video on Flipgrid. All right, if you've done both of those, it's time for us to say goodbye. We just sang our goodbye song. Ready? 1, 2, ready, sing. Now it's time to go. We've been singing and playing all the day. Until tomorrow we must say, now it's time to go. Goodbye.